But we still have one final cruise to tempt you with this evening, and it's with Princess Cruises. It's Princess's top-selling cruise this week on board the Sapphire Princess, and it's a 26-night Terracotta Warriors, Beijing and Singapore trip. Wow.
Been tweeting about this, putting it all up on
you
Facebook.
have.
It's incredible, yeah. Well, Princess Cruises, great American brand, really friendly, really welcoming, great focus on entertainment, on a lot of different dining options. They're one of the big innovators of the cruise industry, and they've introduced a lot of new things that other lines have copied. The movies Under the Stars is one of the iconic things where you can go outside, eat popcorn and see concerts and films outside Under the Stars. Incredible experience. They do a thing called the Chef's Table as well, where just 12 of you go and dine with one of the executive chefs, and you get a chance to have the menu and see the food prepared in front of you. The entertainment's been record-breaking and award-winning for many, many years, from the kind of comedy clubs through to live music, through to the singing and dancing shows. This particular ship had a big refurbishment in February 2012, so she really is as good as new. And she was only launched in 2004, but she was built in Japan, and therefore you're going to see loads of little Japanese touches. One of only 2 ships in the Princess fleet built in Japan, so in a sense, this is a coming home for her. She's where she's built, and that adds to the extra magic, you know. You'll see samurai costumes and a bit of, you know.
And you were just saying, you know, you just talk about refurbishments and things. Cruise ships in general are so well maintained, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
They're unbelievable.
I mean, if hotels around the world took their thing, they wouldn't be able to afford to do it.
Yeah.
But cruise ships spend so much money on keeping things fresh.
Well, anyway, you're ready for a trip of a lifetime. So it starts off with a flight to Singapore, and we get an extra 2 nights there in a hand-picked hotel, don't we?
Forgive me, we are giving you a free Singapore Flyer tour, which is this, which is basically their version of a London Eye. That's included. But all we're going to say is it's an amazing place. Again, we've already covered it, so check back online or one of our repeat shows to find out more, or email me and I'll tell you personally. Then we're going to Bangkok after a relaxing day at sea. Then you're going to go relaxing day at sea before you get a chance to go to Vietnam, to Ho Chi Minh City, the former Saigon. And then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you then go to Hong Kong. Again, an overnight in Hong Kong, which is brilliant. So you can go and see the light show in the harbour. But again, we've already covered it. Some relaxing days at sea before we then get to a port we haven't looked at so far, Shanghai. Another overnight in Shanghai. Wow, wow, wow. This is brilliant. One of the most fascinating cities on the face of the earth. China's largest city by population. It literally translates to city on the sea. It's a brilliant chance for you to go and enjoy the Old Town, which is the southeastern part of the city, full of 16th century buildings and temples and pagodas. It's got a great bustling bazaar there where you can queue up for some dim sum, which they're lovely little Chinese dumplings. Yeah. You can head through to the Yuan Garden, just off the central square of the bazaar, which dates back to the 16th century in the Ming Dynasty. You've got shady paths past pools filled with these bright orange carp, and these serene pavilions and rockeries. I mean, it really is magical. And you've got different walkways originally designed, one for the women and one for the men. So you've got a real history here, do you know what I mean? And then you can go to the Bund, amazing riverbank section there with these elegant European mansions. Incredible city. Wow, overnight there, so much to see. Relaxing day at sea, then we hit Japan, Nagasaki, the San Francisco of Japan. This is the setting for Puccini's opera, Madame Butterfly, a beautiful deep water bay surrounded by these verdant hills. As you sail in, you're following in the footsteps of that off-course Portuguese ship that first found it in 1542. This is Japan's window to the west, and a great chance for you to head out, I say, to the monument that it's all to do with where the atomic bomb exploded in 1945, the Peace Monument. Go and enjoy that. Go and pay your respects. It's well worth doing. Then you're going to go through to Busan. This is now South Korea. Wow. This is your chance to go through to the amazing fish market known as the Arts Market, which has been running since the Korean War, run by the ladies. And it's full of shellfish and exotic seaweeds and seafood. Then we're going through, after a relaxing day at sea, to China again, Beijing. And this is where you're going to transfer to a hotel for 3-night stay. This place is also called known as Peking. So definitely go and try some Peking duck. It likes to hide and jump out on you. And the thing here is that this is your chance to go and see so many iconic things. There are tours included here. The first one is a chance for you to go through to the Forbidden City, and you'll walk through Tiananmen Square, past Chairman Mao's mausoleum, to the Forbidden City, which is the largest and best preserved collection of ancient buildings in China from the Ming and Qing dynasties. 8,000 rooms. You'll have a great lunch, and then you'll tour the exquisite summer palace, and then in the evening you'll go and enjoy some Peking duck. So you get your breakfast, lunch and dinner with that one. Then you're going to go through to a Great Wall of China tour. That'll be the next day. Chance for you to enjoy this thing. It's over 2,000 years old. It's visible from space. Stretches to over 4,000 miles through to the Gobi Desert, and it's incredible, you know.
I can't imagine that. 4,000 miles.
It's amazing, honestly. It's amazing. My best time was 25 minutes, but I was a little bit slow. You know, so you've got this amazing part of the world that you can go and enjoy. And then, after you've enjoyed Beijing, you're then flying through to Xian. And this is where you've got another 2-night stay here. And this is your chance to go and see the famed terracotta warriors. One of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The figures were created over 2,000 years ago to accompany, and forgive me for my pronunciation here, Queen Xian into the afterlife. And basically, this is his army that he took into the afterlife with him. They're full-size, life-size, you know, warriors. And you're going to get a chance to stroll through the ancient city wall into the lively Muslim quarter, past the great mosque, these markets, and to see the giant terracotta factory where you'll see these warriors. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, it's given me ideas for my, you know, for what I want when I go. You know, I'm thinking of you know, maybe 2 million different presenters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's all matchstick models.
and the final part of this, Keith, is a night, isn't it, in Beijing?
That's it. Back in Beijing for one night before you fly back. It's a magical cruise with Princess. Well known for excellent itineraries. Great environment for you to enjoy it.
And it has been a top seller for Princess, of course, as you can imagine. And again, when you look at everything's included, all of your return flights, we can, of course, find flights to most UK airports, of course, as well. You get the tours, they're included as well, as we mentioned. An extra 2 nights in Singapore there. And you've got pre- and post-land tour stays in that 4-star hotel in Beijing as well. And it's also beautifully planned. And you imagine you are away there for the best part of 4 weeks, aren't you?
I mean, this really is the thing dreams are made of.
Yeah,
this is something to tick off the bucket list. This covers so many great points that everyone wants to go and see.
And I know, sadly, we are a bit short of time, so we have to skim through parts of that. But don't forget, our cruise consultants are ready. They can talk you through in more detail, give you extra information. And it is, of course, a free phone number there, 0800 781 5458.